I need my mic.
Good morning, Unity of Walnut Creek. So wonderful to see you all. How's everybody doing online? Great to have you joining us that way and outside on this gorgeous sunny day. So we're going to sing together. Please rise in body or rise in spirit. And join us and sing. Everybody rise who is able and willing, in body or in spirit. Here we go. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. Do that again. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. Now it's the easy part. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. Sing it. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. Do you feel that? I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. One more time now. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me. Here we go. In the light, in the love, in the glory.
Well, good morning. Welcome to our Unity of Walnut Creek. My name is Holly.
And my name is Linda Stevens. Welcome today to our service.
We want to greet and bless everyone who's watching us online. Your presence adds to our spiritual community, and we are grateful you are with us. Thank you for joining us. Lisa will be our featured vocalist today, and she is joined by Tyler on keyboards, Dusty on bass, Daniel on drums, and Diane is our Unity song leader today. Thank you for sharing your music with us.
Now you are in for a real treat today. You know, Reverend Kristen is in Egypt, and she's going to be gone for a while. So Susan Angelos is going to be delivering our message today. And the title is, You Are Enough. How many times growing up did you hear that? We're appreciating you today, Susan. Susan has been a member of Unity of Walnut Creek since 2016. a former vice president of the Board of Trustees. She's an active Unity volunteer who wears many, many hats. Some, and many of them actually are behind the scenes, but ever so often she steps out in front. Drawing from her Catholic mother and Unitarian father, Susan strives, Susan strives, that's a good one, to incorporate the principle of service and steadfast faith with a slight mischievous wit. If you know Susan, you know she brings that wit to everything. So Susan, we are so happy to have you here today.
And before we begin, I invite you and request that you turn your phone off or to silent mode so we can enjoy this sacred service together.
Let's take a moment to be grateful for the land that our center rests upon. This is Bay Miwok and Ohlone land. Go ahead.
We honor the Bay Miwok and Ohlone people of today, and we are grateful for those who have stewarded this land before us. We commit to taking care of this sacred native grounds and Mother Earth.
Unity is a positive place for spiritual living. Our vision in the world is, and let's read this together, we envision a spiritually awakened world where all life thrives in conscious oneness.
Our mission is who we have come here to be. Again, let's say this together. We are a loving, inclusive community, expanding and living our divinity in sacred service for all. Our core values are love, connection, service, and wisdom.
Now, if you're here for the first time, I'd like for you to raise your hand and let us acknowledge you. Anybody for the first time? Oh, yes, wonderful. Thank you. A little bit higher. That's good. Thank you, thank you. And Susan's just given you a welcome packet of information about us. We're so glad to have you here today. Also, we invite you to visit our bookstore, Welcome Center, and Cafe that's just across the way, and to go to our welcome table out there and get brochures about anything. We also have a gift for you in the bookstore. Thank you for being here.
Connection cards are also available in the newcomer welcome packet or in the seat pocket in front of you. These are for everyone. You may submit a prayer request, and our prayer team will pray with you throughout the week.
You may also give feedback or request information. Please place those cards in basket at the end of the service. And for those of you online, we don't forget about you either. There's a button on the Watch Live page for you to do the same thing. We have several activities that are highlighted this week.
And to start things off, we're going to have Tyler come up to the platform.
All right, you know my motto, more music, right? So we got our concert series starting off. It's going to be a great year of concerts, but the first one is so cool. You may recognize Simon Russell on the left there with the keyboard. He sits over here and sings and plays with that deep voice, amazing jazz keyboardist. Well, he's got a trio. So these guys are all coming this Saturday for a super hot concert. It's basically an evening of grooviness. You know, they have put together, they kind of fuse funk and R&B and soul. It's just absolutely awesome. So you do not want to miss this concert. It's 7 o'clock this coming Saturday night. Today's the day for you to go over in the bookstore and get your tickets. If you're watching online, they're on our website. So we'll see you there. Don't miss it. Groovin' Saturday, 7 o'clock.
Thank you, Tyler.
Did you know that Unity offers a wide variety of weekly and monthly classes and different groups? There's something happening almost every day here, with groups meeting at various times to accommodate different schedules.
Discover more about these events and how they will help you in your spiritual journey, to facilitate healing, and to connect you with like-minded individuals. This is our new brochure, and you can pick one up on the patio after the service. And we also have more information and registration for all our events on our website or out on the patio table.
In honor of Black History Month, today's feature is a poem by Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes was known as a poet, an author, and a leader of the Harlem Resistance, an intellectual Renaissance. Thank you. I looked at it, saw resistance, the Renaissance. Thank you, Harlem Renaissance. Tyler, thank you. He was an intellectual, a cultural revival of African American art forms, politics, and scholarships in Harlem, New York City. This poem is called I Too, and sometimes called I Too Am an American. I Too Am an American.
I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful we are and be ashamed. I, too, am America.
As we prepare for our time of meditation, please join me in taking a conscious breath and affirming our statement of faith together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. We'll begin with music, followed by guided meditation and silence.
God is all there is, and I am one with God. God is all there is, and I am one with God. My heart is open to the full expression of that life living me. God is all there is, and I am one with God. God is all there is, and I am one with God. God is all there is, and I am one with God. My heart is open to the full expression of that life living me. God is all there is, and I am one with God. I am open. I am one.
And as we just relax in our seats or wherever we are, we drop our shoulders a bit and just be in this place, in this presence, in the space of love and upliftment, of peace. We breathe in. We feel that air going in all the way down. It helps to ground us just for a few moments. Let everything else go by and just notice. Notice our heart space. Just breathe into that heart space, that warm, bright heart space. And as we breathe into our heart space, we have that deep inner knowing that God is all there is. And we are one with peace. We are one with love. We are one with joy. We are one with that presence. That supports us in all that we do. Let's take another breath into our heart space. Just be at peace. Just allow there to be peace for a few moments as we go into the silence. As we breathe in into this presence, we give thanks for taking a moment to connect with the God within us, the God that's through us, the presence of our own love, of our own energy. of our own blessing in the world. As we breathe in again, we give thanks for the knowing that we are one with God. We are one with each other. We are one with the world around us. And we give thanks through an open heart to be a blessing, because we are in this moment. Thank you, God. Amen.
God is all there is, and I am one with God. God is all there is, and I am one with God. My heart is open to the full expression of that life living me. God is all there is, and I am one with God. I am open. I am one. Hello, dear people. Our featured singer was scheduled to be Wendy Wiggs, and she could not be here today, so we are sending her blessings to get well soon. And she selected this beautiful song to align with the message that Susan is bringing us. All of the lies I believed got the better of me. Couldn't think there would be so much doubt. All the blame and the pain, the guilt and the heartbreak, the thoughts that kept holding me down. And I was my own worst enemy. And I saw through Spirit's eyes. Now finally I see I am enough just as I am, feeling at home anywhere that I stand. I hold out my heart in the palm of my hand, and I live my life like nobody else can. I am enough. I'm enough for the laughter, the life that I'm after, enough for my wildest dreams. Because every flaw from my toe to my jaw is exactly where it's supposed to be. And I know I've got something to say. And I hear divine reminding me every day I am enough just as I am, feeling at home anywhere that I stand. Hold out my heart in the palm of my as I am. Feel right at home anywhere that I stand. I hold out my heart in the palm of my hand, knowing I'm part of a beautiful plan. I am, I am, I am enough. Come on and sing it with me. I am, I am, I am enough. I love to hear you say, I am, I am, I am enough. Can you feel that now? I am, I am, I am enough. One more time. I am, I am, I am enough.
Good morning. Before I get started, I have an acknowledgement to make, and that is last week on Saturday, we had a crab feed. And was it not a great party? We made over $5,000 for Unity that night. Stand up, Danae, our chairwoman. Yeah, everyone who volunteered, stand up. Congratulations on a successful night. So, my name is Susan Angelos. I want to thank you for coming. A shout out to all my folks online. I want to share with you a journey that I've been on for nearly a decade. It starts off with "you are enough." Now, what's your reaction when I say that? I see a bunch of people smile because it sounds like an overdone, overused internet meme, usually with a picture of an uppity cat on it. You know, live, laugh, love, only a little bit later. Or do you scoff and roll your eyes? My young friend likes to say, "as if," and proceeds to point out every way that she isn't enough, every way she falls short. The concept of simply being enough is ridiculous to her. Or maybe you lower your eyes and look away with a smile. Maybe you think I don't mean it because I'm just being nice, and if you believe that, you don't know me. Or feeling like I simply don't see how not enough you really are. The National Institute of Health reports that 63% of all adults in the U.S. have suffered from or are suffering from anxiety or depression severe enough to require treatment. And half of our 18 to 24-year-olds have reported anxiety or depression. Half. I was invincible at 20, but half. We are bombarded with messages telling us we are not enough. No. Those beliefs hide the divinity inside us all. Yes, even you. Especially you. To understand how we got here, we need to know where it started. It started with religion. Now, you will hear me say the word God during this talk. That's my shorthand for the power to which I pray. Please feel free to mentally substitute your own term for that. In Christianity, we start off with the idea of original sin, which says we inherit a tainted nature because of Adam's sin. By the way, little from the word person, sin. It was the word that was translated into sin is hamartia in Greek, which means short of the missing the mark or falling short of an objective. I don't hear any judgment in there. There's no morality in that word. Anyway, sorry, back to original sin. In a letter written to the Christian church in Rome, Paul wrote, "Therefore, just as sin came into the world through one man, and death through sin, and so death spread to all men because all sinned," in Romans 5:12. In Judaism, the concept of original sin is not recognized. But God said to Noah in Genesis, "I will not again curse the ground anymore for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth." Islam also does not recognize sin, but it says, "It is Allah who created you in a state of weakness." Doomed, evil, or weak, not a good start. Against that backdrop, there comes the barrage. We get on social media and we see people with impeccable homes, perfect relationships, happy kids, powerful careers. From childhood, we're told, sit up straight, don't run in the house, obey your elders, don't get dirty, get good grades, be beautiful, be rich, ambitious, loving, powerful, raise perfect kids, have a great career, be healthy, don't give in to weakness, and most of all, never let them see you sweat. Let me tell you something that you already know. Nobody's all those things. Most of us aren't even some of those things. But we don't have to be. We're enough. I believe that in my heart, just as we are, like the song said, just as we were made to be. I am hereby starting the cult of enough. And you will be able to brag to your grandchildren that you were here at the start. I want to be clear about what that means and what it doesn't mean. So let's peel back the layers of the enoughness onion. As always, being a word person, I start with the dictionary. Enough, in or to a degree that satisfies or that is sufficient or necessary for satisfaction. Or two, fit for purpose. Let's savor that for a minute. Nowhere in that definition does it say anything about perfection or being all things to all people. I'm kind of into the idea of being fit for purpose myself. I think that's a good thing. In his book, Life, the Truth, and Being Free, Steve Maraboli wrote, "We have all heard that no two snowflakes are alike. Each snowflake takes the perfect form for the maximum efficiency and effectiveness for its journey. And while the universal force of gravity gives them a shared destination, the expansive space in the air gives each snowflake the opportunity to take their own path. They are on the same journey, but each takes a different path. Along this gravity-driven journey, some snowflakes collide and damage each other. Some collide and join together. Some are influenced by wind. There are so many transitions and changes that take place along the journey of the snowflake, but no matter what the transition, the snowflake always finds itself perfectly shaped for its journey." And that, my friends, is the cult of enough in a nutshell. So what does enough not mean? Enough does not mean perfection. If being enough means being perfect, then trying to attain enoughness is just another reason to hide behind the mask. If you interpret enough that way, then you think, I'm not really perfect. So I'm not really enough, but I want you to think that I am. So let me just put this mask back on. Have you heard of imposter syndrome? In its simplest form, it's the fear of being exposed as a fraud. It can make us sabotage our own success, obsess over minor mistakes, and work twice as hard to prove ourselves. It can rob us of our joy, rob us of the pride we have in what we do and who we are, because the quest for perfection, either real or perceived, is exhausting. Brene Brown always has better words than me, and she said, we get sucked into perfection for this very simple reason. We believe perfection will protect us. Perfectionism is the belief that if we live perfect, look perfect, and act perfect, we can minimize or avoid the pain of blame, judgment, and shame. We all need to feel worthy of love and belonging. And our worthiness is on the line when we feel we are never, fill in your own blank here, enough. Worthiness, enoughness is not conditional. There is no pre-qualification for being enough. There is a spark of the divine in each and every one of us. Yes, even you. The imperfect, flawed, vulnerable you is perfectly imperfect and enough. Enough also doesn't mean having it all and doing it all. In fact, the cult of enough flies in the face of the pursuit of it all. Having a good grasp on enough means you don't have to get everything, and you certainly don't have to be everything. Part of the doctrine of my cult of enough is understanding the concept of human being versus human doing. I remember hearing this the first time here at Unity in my first year. As always, my mind was going a mile a minute, and I was power walking towards, I don't remember now what it was, and I overheard a lovely lady say, now that I'm retired, I want to be more of a human being and less of a human doing. I screeched to a halt and froze, mind blown. I had never heard that before. That was the start of the understanding that it's not what I do or what I have that has the spark of divinity. It is my being, who I am, this beautiful disaster where that spark resides. The cult of enough and my journey with it started that day. Thank you, Suzanne Perry Page. You were the one who said that to me. Enough does not mean self-sufficient. Yeah, this is a hard one for me. My knee-jerk reaction when faced with stress or difficulties is to close the doors, bring down the shutters, and retreat to my cave and peer out suspiciously at anyone who tries to come near. I never said I wasn't a work in progress, okay? I'm working on it. But this past week, I had to go for a medical procedure, and I was really stressing about it. If I had gone by myself, I would have spun myself into a panic, driving me further away from embracing the fact that accepting support does not mean that I am not enough. Instead, a loving friend offered to go, and in a moment of clarity or weakness, I accepted. She didn't offer advice. She didn't tell me how to feel. She chatted about other things and listened when I wanted to talk. She was simply there, holding space. And it meant everything. Thank you, Danae. I love you. So, enough doesn't mean that you don't need anybody or anything else. It means you understand how much you do need, how small we all are in this vast universe, but that you don't need to be even one bit bigger. Enough doesn't mean that you never need help either. If you have been the parent, grandparent, or even around a toddler, you know the phrase of, I do it. Whether that's tying their shoes, feeding themselves, or walking down the street, their need for independence overrides the logical acceptance that there may be something that they simply can't do alone. Some of us never outgrow that. The third principle of unity is co-creation with God. I believe that we all have God within us, all have the spark of the divine. So co-creating with each other can be just as powerful. When you know you're enough, it's easier to ask. It's easier to ask for help. You know your imperfections and your difficulties don't reflect on your worth because you're already enough, just as you are. Enough also doesn't mean that you're all-powerful. Most of us have heard the story of Myrtle Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, who cured herself from chronic tuberculosis with powerful faith and prayer. Now, before you all come at me, I believe in the power of prayer. And I have felt the warmth of this community a couple of years ago when I had surgery and you all prayed for me. And it really spurred my recovery and helped me heal. I can't tell you how much it meant to me, but comparisons can be hurtful. During the AIDS epidemic in the 80s, I sat with someone in the last days of his life. He had been raised in a Pentecostal church and was deeply troubled that he didn't have a strong enough faith or hadn't prayed hard enough to heal his failing body. He said he had fallen short. No. I'm sorry. He was beautifully enough through and through, but the last hours of his life were spent believing in and regretting his not enoughness. There are wrongs that you simply can't put right, problems you will not be able to solve, battles you can't win. You do what you are called to do and learn the lessons offered, but you're still enough. Enough does not mean you're flawless or that you never get it wrong. I make mistakes every single day. I'm aware of my flaws before I even roll out of bed every day. Getting it wrong is how we learn. Do you remember the first time you rode your bike down the street? Freedom! How many times did you fall off before you made that one perfect ride? Stubbornly staying on a course that does not serve you, just because you don't want to be wrong, is not productive. A former boss of mine used to say, somebody do something, even if it's wrong, we'll fix it later. Being able to course correct is an invaluable life skill and the mark of a nimble mind. Understanding your perfect, imperfect, flawed, vulnerable enoughness means you're willing to make a U-turn when you're taking a road that won't get you there. Enough also doesn't mean that you're done growing. No, you'll do that the rest of your life if you're lucky. You're not yet the final version finished of you. There are things you might want to be more of. You want to be more open, more honest, more true, more authentic, more free, more connected, more intentional, more purposeful. These are all expressions of your enoughness. They aren't about changing who you are. They're about revealing who you are. You will grow and learn and evolve and continue to become because you don't need to prove yourself. You just need to be yourself. Enough means you don't have to strive to become more worthy, more acceptable, or more lovable. Enough doesn't mean that you've worked long enough, tried hard enough, done well enough. It does not mean that you've been measured, considered, judged, put on an Excel spreadsheet, and finally earned the label of enough. It's simply who you are. And the you that you are is enough. Enough means you were made to be you, as you are, on purpose. It's no mistake that you are this person in this place at this time. You are enough, just as you are, mess and all, beautiful and broken, showing up for your life every day. That's all you have to be. That's all you have to do. It's already enough. fit for purpose, and ready to go. Myrtle Fillmore wrote, "All of us sooner or later come to the place in our development where we are no longer satisfied to go on living the old life without the knowledge of our oneness. We may even be tempted to think that our good has gone from us. But just as surely as God, the one presence and one power, we'll find it. Because putting yourself out there, just as you are, at this time and in this world, is an act of raw courage. But the rewards are worth it, so be brave." And that's what I mean. I began with scripture, so I'm going to close by paraphrasing Matthew in 3:17. "And behold, a voice from heaven said, 'You are my beloved child, with whom I am well pleased.' And when I say you are enough, that's my cult of enoughness, because you are. And let's affirm this together. The spark of God is within me. I am enough." Thank you.
How many of you heard that growing up, you were enough? Do you need to hear it any more than today? Susan, that was absolutely wonderful. The reminder that we're already enough, just like we are. Thank you.
Our prayer chaplains are available after this service to provide prayer support. If you are a prayer chaplain today, please stand. Our ladies are wearing their purple stoles.
And whether you have a concern or a joy in your heart today, praying with one of our prayer chaplains is a powerful way to have your intentions raised up in consciousness.
Now let's open our hearts to the practice of giving. I invite you to prepare your gifts as we align with the universal law of circulation. As we give, we shall receive. In truth, there is no lack and no limitation. Abundance is our true nature.
For your convenience, there are a variety of ways that you can give to our community, shown on the screen in front of you. For those of you watching online, we don't forget about you. There's a donate button on the Watch Live page. We encourage everyone to avoid bank fees or charge fees by setting up automatic giving through your bank's bill pay system.
I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand and repeat with me our affirmation together. Divine love, one with me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am joy-filled and grateful.
All right, this is a call and response song, so feel free to join in. We've got Diane and Tyler responding. Do it with them. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me talk each day a little kinder.
Let me talk each day a little kinder.
Oh, let my steps reveal a path of peace.
Let my steps reveal a path of peace.
Oh, let me walk each day a little wiser.
Let me walk each day a little wiser.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me share the good that's overflowing.
Let me share the good that's overflowing.
And let me care for those around the world.
Let me care for those around the world.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Last time, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Sounded great.
You may come forward. As we bless this offering, we bless the giver, that it may go forth and multiply and increase the good in our lives and the lives of those we touch. Together, we give thanks for the ever-increasing, constant flow of absolute good in our lives now. Okay, as we continue our 12-week speaker series, we look forward to welcoming our own Johanna van Gelder next week. Johanna is an ordained minister of religious science and an assistant minister here at Unity of Walnut Creek. Many of you will know her from her classes and study groups and from the Welcome Center and bookstore. And now we welcome our children.
We are a circle of love. Come on, children. We are a circle of light. Come join the circle of love. Come join the circle of light. The light in you and the light in me are one. The light in you. The light in you and the light in me are one.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. How are you? Anyone from the... There is a hole in the wall. Yeah. They're waving at you up there. Who would like to share what we did today? Anyone want to share? Johnny, you want to share? You do? Okay. What did we talk about?
Sitting as Inca.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. You wanted to share? Okay.
We came together by side to side to talk about how we can fix anger.
That's right. Is that what you wanted to say? Yeah. Yeah, we did something called the Peace Path, and it's really cool. You stand on these different signs, and someone says, when you do this, I feel that way, and then someone listens, and it's a path of conflict resolution. So it was really cool. What did you want to say, sweetie?
I want to say I share. What is there?
You want to share?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. How about Mike's group? Do you want to share, Adele? Okay.
We talked about anxiety of school or... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we read a story today about transition and change and going from elementary to middle school, which for most of you who are aware, preteens, that's where they're at in life. It's a huge transitional period. So the story seemed to fit really well. So. Yeah.
It means a whole lot to us when you guys share what you're learning, because we're learning things at the same time that you are. So thank you so much for sharing. Let's bless our youth together. Children, youth, and teachers, we love you, we bless you, and we come to you, and we behold the divine light within you.
We're going to close with Wherever I Am, so please rise in body or spirit. And you can take this in privately through your heart. You can put out your hands if you like to hold hands. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well. And all is well.
You are the light and the peace and the love on the earth. So let your light shine and have fun and spread joy. Thank you for being here.